Hello, my name is Melissa Cavender, and I'm a senior at Post University, and my class is EQU435 Independent Study with Professor Malnar. My goal for the Independent Study project is to discover the best option for my business. So the presentation is going to be held for entrepreneurs that have small businesses. The reason that I'm doing this is so that I can find the best business structure for Braids to Mains, an equine assisted facility that I am preparing to build. I'm starting the research and information about a 501c3, which is a nonprofit. I thought that that would be the best option for my facility, but unfortunately I'm only a single person. So in order to have a 501c3, you need a board of directors and a set of bylaws and any other individuals for volunteers to help you set up that facility. So I'm thinking that I'll have to do a nonprofit a little bit later, but for this presentation, a 501c3 is a great option to go to if you're going to be needing grants or if you're going to be doing a community service, because the 501c3 ends up being a community property and not for a single business owner. I volunteer at a nonprofit. It's called Hooves and Heroes, and I know that they have two entities at their facility. One is a nonprofit for grants and charity work, and the other one is an SMLLC. So I'll describe the SMLLC here in a little bit. So I do work on the board of directors for Hooves and Heroes, and I'm also the social media management manager for the nonprofit as well. Some of the key things for a nonprofit is that the application can be difficult. It takes some time to get the requirements to apply for it. And I also know that it can take 3 to 6 months for that application to go through, and it can cost thousands of dollars. So we just need to make sure if we're filing for a nonprofit that we're ready for it, we do have an attorney, and that we're doing all the legal status. Now, an SMLLC is a single member limited liability company. So you can have one of those for a single person. It doesn't have to be a group of people. And I think that this is a feasible start out for a startup business. I also want to share one of the resources that I have from NOLA's. It's called the Small Business Startup Kit. And it's by Packaroo. And I didn't purchase it. I got it from the library. So this is one of the resources that I used. And when I mentioned NOLA's, it's the single member LLC that I also received from the library that has been a great resource for me throughout this journey. I've learned a lot of information through the comparison of the nonprofit, the SMLLC, and also the sole proprietorship. So the small business, when we're looking at starting a business, this kit will go over each one of the business structures that you'll want to decide prior to you beginning your business. And even if you do not choose a business structure, the IRS is going to select the sole proprietorship for you if you do not file. So keep that in mind. Me being a single person, I prefer to work as a SMLLC. This is the reason that I chose it, because I don't have a group of people, and as a sole proprietor, it has a lot of risk involved with it. If I have personal assets, then the company could actually take personal assets if I had a debt or an injury. So during my research, some of the benefits for applying for a sole proprietorship is that you have flexibility of your management. You can select your hours. You are the sole manager for that business. So that might be feasible if you're doing a small business that attends to just selling a product and doesn't involve a facility or personal assets that can be claimed upon if there is a liability. So I have done a lot of research into these three. I didn't do any for a corporation or a larger partnership because it just wasn't feasible for my business structure at the time. I was able to get a lot of resources, not only from the website of Small Business Administration, which I highly recommend that you visit, and also I found websites and other materials. I found a law book for nonprofit at the library, so I think that that's a really good place to look. Also, talking to other small business owners and nonprofits if you're interested in the nonprofit avenue. But out of those three, I believe that the SMLLC is going to be a benefit and an opportunity for me to grow braids to mains. I hope that you enjoyed this information. I hope your startup business goes well, and I look forward to announcing my project for braids to mains with the SMLLC. Thank you for watching.